Everyone, this is Tracy, and I'm so excited to be part of this amazing collaboration hop between Not Too Shabby Shop and Kat Scrappiness Crafts. In today's video, I'm going to show you 2 cards and talk about the hop. So to start out with, I'm going to be using some designer coffee themed paper from Not Too Shabby Shop, and I'll have everything linked below. And this Pour Yourself a Latte coffee set from Kat Scrappiness. I can spit that out. So we've got all these cool little latte toppers and a cool little cup and just a couple of decorations if you wanted to decorate your cup. So I have stamped out the cup, and now I'm coloring it with my Ohuhu markers. And I'm just doing real simple coloring, no heavy shading or anything. And I'm not coloring the inside because I'm going to fussy cut out that little topper and glue it on. So I've got that done, and now I'm going to ink blend some background here. So I have a stencil from my stash, and I'm just stenciling out some orange and yellow. And then I'm going to grab a piece of paper from the cream to my coffee paper pad. And I'm going to make myself kind of like a little table/tablecloth type thing. And I've got all my papers together here. The other set is the Cafe Latte. All kinds of fun coffee themed products coming up, so I'm excited about it. I'm going to go ahead and trim this down to 4 inches, and then I'll glue it to the bottom, and then I'll trim off the excess so that I can kind of, measure where I want things. And super easy card. And I just kind of wanted the blue coffee cup to offset the brown here. So I'll go ahead and glue that down. And I'm just using my Barely Arts glue. So while I'm getting that glued down, and I do skip through a lot in this video because a lot of it's pretty fundamental, but there is a giveaway with 2 chances to win. The Not Too Shabby Shop and Kat Scrappiness are each giving away a $20 gift certificate to their shop. So you have to enter the giveaway by December 15th. And what you need to do is, number 1, sign up for the Kat Scrappiness newsletter, and I'll leave the links down below, and fill out the raffle form link down below. The winners will be announced on the Not Too Shabby and Kat Scrappiness community pages. So I'll go ahead and trim this down so that it's all one piece, if I can get my chopper to work for me. And I'll go ahead and glue my coffee cup down. I love those little latte designs in there. And then I'm just going to glue this down to a light blue kind of matching card base. And I'll add some embellishments, and this card will be done. Be sure to follow all the hoppers along so you can see all the fun coffee products coming up. Let's make sure I get this on here straight. I'll get that glued down. And if the hashtag doesn't work, the hashtag KS N2S Coffee Collab hashtag doesn't work for some reason, I'll have all the hoppers linked down below. And these are going to be hoppers from both Kat Scrappiness and Not Too Shabby Shop. So I'm adding these little dots, but I decided I want to add some steam from the coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that out and then fussy cut it out of vellum. And I'm stamping it in a very light gray color. So it's going to be hard to see on camera, but in real life you can see it. So here it is before I put it down. And I just wanted it to be a whisper of steam here. But you could go all out and do a whole white steam or whatever, whatever. Let's go ahead, if I can pick this up and get it glued in. Notice I have little pieces of mint tape on my markers. I'm learning how to color, so I kind of had to tell myself which one was light, medium, and dark because you can't always tell with the Ohuhu markers by the caps. So, and these are also coffee-themed embellishments that you can get at the Not Too Shabby Shop. And you can't really see it on camera, but if you look at them in person, they are sparkly inside. So they're really cool. So I'm going to fight with this little tiny one to get it down, and then I think I won't fight with the bigger ones. So I'm going to put 3 at the top and either 2 or 3 at the bottom. And on the inside, I'm going to put a sentiment included in the ephemera pack that is also coffee themed. So there's all kinds of the cafe latte type things in the ephemera. Lots of browns and chocolates and cookies and cupcakes and croissants and beautiful designs in the paperbacks. So there's that card. And we'll just put the little sentiment inside and it'll be done. Super easy. Life happens, coffee helps. Isn't that the truth? And again, I'm just going to glue this straight down with my Barely Arts glue. There we go. There's card number 1. I'm going to put some sparkly on here, and this is some a Nuvo sparkly pen. It's the clear gloss one, so there's no color to it, but it's sparkly. I always give it a squish off to the side because sometimes it'll put a big old glob on your project that you didn't want. And again, it's very hard to see the sparkly on camera. So whoever gets this card will definitely see the sparkle. There we go. Get around the back side of the cup. I'm not going to put sparkle in the coffee itself because that's a water-based ink right there. And it'll smoosh it around. We don't want that. I want a nice, clear little latte art. All right, on to the next card. So off camera, I stamped out the cups on the cafe latte papers, 2 different papers, and then I did a plain one and colored it. And what I want to show you here is I have a Stabilo Carbothello pencil in brown, and then I have a blending stump, and I want to show you how I add a little more depth and dimension by just coloring that on there in the brown and then smoothing it out with my little blending stub. And I'll do that to all 3 cups off camera, but I just wanted to show you how to do this on camera. We'll just get that blended out. And there, that cup has added dimension. And then I stamped these out with some Gina K ink, and then I'm just kind of going around them with some Distress, and then kind of deepening the color inside of the latte art. So I have all 3 cups done. They each have a different latte art. And then I've picked out a sentiment from the ephemera pack and the little coffee beans, which I will fussy cut out. And then I've chosen this faux glitter cardstock, and I chose the kind of creamy colored one. And I'm just going to glue that down with my Barely Arts glue. Now you're going to see a really illogical decision in this card because I decide I want to stack the cups, but in reality, if you were stacking cups that were that full, there'd be coffee spilled all over the place. But we're just going to pretend we're in an alternate universe and that didn't happen. So I'm just kind of auditioning where I might put coffee beans, but we'll go ahead and get those coffee cups glued down. So I'm going to glue the bottom one on straight and straight down onto the card panel. Look at the back side of that paper. Isn't that cute? You guys know I hate using those because the back side's just as cute as the front side. But alas, you have to. You can't just sit there and love on it. And then I'm just kind of looking at placement where I want things, because I'm going to pop up the middle cup. So you see, in reality, there would just be coffee spilled all over. And that might be kind of fun to artistically create. But, you know, hindsight is 20/20. I could have spilled that coffee all over and it would have been a hot mess. No pun intended. right, got that one down. Now I just need to get my third one down, and I'm going to pop it up and I'm going to tilt it off to the side. So it's fun to sometimes stamp out on your pattern paper and then just add that little extra for whatever added dimension you might need, since you're not really coloring it, it's already colored. So I'm going to pop this up on some kind of more low profile foam tape. And because I don't want it too high. I want to be able to mail the card, although I've mailed them with higher profile, that's for sure. And then I'm going to take these other little squares and try and fit them in the cup section. But I have some that I have already cut in half. So I'm just going to lay them along the cup there. There we go. And then I'll just pick off the backs, and let's just kind of audition that. Kind of know where I want it, so I'll pick off the backers. And these are black foam squares. I'm not particular about what color foam squares I put on. You could be. You could put black or white in this case because you got a brown, you know, kind of a brown tone theme going on. Browns and creams. Just how I like my coffee, creamy. Then I'm going to add a little bit of extra Barely Arts glue here because I want some wiggle room so I can make sure that I can get this on here in the position that I really want. So I have a little chance to move it around because I want to make sure that, you know, that the composition is aesthetically pleasing. Thinking about how the cup handles are all on the same side. Now you could do some reverse stamping and change the side of the cup handle, but I did not. And then I'm going to glue down my coffee beans straight down. And you don't have to by any means fussy cut the coffee beans. That's just me and how I work. So I'm deciding where I'm going to put my sentiment. I want to put it right there, but I want to give it a little bit more of that creamy tone. So I'm adding a little bit of my cookie dough ink on top of it so that it kind of is cohesive with the colors on the card. And I'll go ahead and pop that up. Let's see, can I fit it? Ooh, barely, but it fits. Okay, and come on, there we go. And I think that says caffeine junkie. I know I'm one. I know Jamie's one. I don't know about Kat. There's all kinds of cute ephemera in this ephemera pack. But since I needed to make 2 cards, I really felt like I couldn't spend the time going through the ephemera pack and be able to show you most of the making of 2 cards. A lot of stuff, you know, I did obviously off camera. Who wants to sit there and watch me try and cut out and fumble with those tiny little coffee beans? Let me tell you, friends, it weren't easy. All right, and then I've got these beautiful little coffee-themed enamel dots here that I'm going to add as well, just for some added sparkle, because who doesn't love sparkle? Or bubbles, or whatever you might think they represent. Get one right down here. You see I need one over on the left side too. Let's see, yeah, let's do one here. And I'm sort of counting and trying to decide. That's the hardest part, is deciding where to put the doggone embellishments. There we go. Yeah, right there. Yep, I feel like we need one here. I could just put them all on. They're so pretty. But I'm not going to get away with that. I probably have more on than I should, but I like it, so there's that. So there's the second card done. And let me show you the other card again. Bring the other one back in. So here's our first card. with the sentiment inside, and here's our second card. Don't forget to follow along with the hop. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.